Hi, my name is James, and in today's video, we will be reviewing 4 different articles using the CRAPP test. Now, the first one we have comes from the WND, and it talks about Dr. Fauci giving $3.7 million to the Wuhan facilities. And as soon as we open up the article, the author listed is WND staff. So there's no real author. And then when you go to look for links as to where they get their information from, there's no sources. So as well as not having any author or sources, this article is extremely politically biased as it leans far right. I would not use it as a credible enough source for my speech. Next up, we have a speech coming from Reuters that talks about Wells Fargo's relationship with the NRA declining, and we actually have a legit author in this one. Her name is Imani Moise. She graduated from Duke with a BA in public policy, and she now works for the Wall Street Journal, as well as there being information that can be backed up with real evidence. I would consider this one credible. I'd use it if I was talking about Wells Fargo, right? And then next up, we have a third article coming from the Justice Gazette. And while the URL is a .org, and they do have information pulled from a BBC reporter and Bev Harris's documentary, which are pretty solid sources of information, it does lean a bit left, and the website doesn't look all too real. I don't know if I would trust it personally. I don't consider it credible, though some might. And last but not least, there is the NPR article talking about how New Zealand dealt with COVID-19 and their restrictions. Now, I would consider this very relevant back in 2020, only 4 years ago. I would say that their sources of information are trustworthy. Coming from the Prime Minister of New Zealand, they have a real author. I would consider this a credible enough source to be used in my essay. And that's about it for the video.